Thank you for being here, y'all. I am nervous and I'm excited. I'm nervous. Actually, I'm dealing with anxiety. And because of this. This is appropriately named anxiety because of this shade here, Dark Matter. The first time I used it, the look was busted. This shadow, look at that shift in there. I used an Hourglass number 3 brush, which is wide, and I put it on and it was just like, okay, how do I fix this? It wasn't no fixing it. And the video was still there. The video was still there. But even like now, I'm sitting here, knowing I'm going to use that shade, I am feeling anxiety. And so when we did this, the swatch party of this, because my channel members helped me name my lethal BYOPs, and one of them named this anxiety. I'm like, that is perfect. And so even though we did the swatches in a live stream swatch party, I said the first look I need to do with these lethal BYOPs is use this palette and use that shade. So that's what we're going to do. But for right now, I really am just like, I'm nervous. I pulled out brushes, narrow brushes. The first thing I want to show you though, excuse me, this is City Lips Defining Lip Liner. They came out with lip liners, and this one is Willow. I did a look earlier with blush, and I lined my lips, and then I put on their City Lips in Orchid. And so this time though, we're going to put this on and we're going to do a nude lip. And y'all know I'm not really about the nude lip, but the eye is going to be so pow, 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 pow. It's going to be really dark. So this is a perfect nude for me from Hourglass. It is not House Labs Atomic Shaker, which they don't make anymore. So I'm thinking, do I want to use something that is still made? But because this is so light, and I did swatch both of these in that other video, because this is a light tan, mid-tone, neutral kind of brown, I feel like I am limited. I could do this. I feel like I am limited for what, maybe I can do a brown. I feel limited. Ooh, that's nice. I feel limited with what color I can put on my lips, because this one, the one I used earlier, surprised me. Like, it really showed up, and I had to line my lips with oh, we might use this one. No, we're not. Excuse me, y'all. I'm nervous, and I think this is me stalling. I had to keep lining on top of my lip line with that to cover up that liner. So the lip liner does show up. I think we're going to use Black and Cherry. Black, excuse me, number 27. Number 27 Black Cherry, Sephora collection. They don't make this number or this name anymore because they reformulated, but I still do have that one. So we're not going to do a nude lip, we're going to do a dark lip, and y'all know that makes me happy. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and do the lip first, because if not, I'm going to need to put on chapstick or lip balm or the City Lips oil, because my lips are dry. So we're going to go ahead and line the lips. Let me know if you've tried City Beauty lip products. So the website, I do have a link below, 15% off. Their stuff is expensive. I always post on my community tab when there's a sale, and their sales usually are, actually their sales always are really good. Sometimes it's buy one get one free for the glosses, and recently they had I think it was 15% off, and I had purchased a bundle, so I was already saving with the bundle. And so, oh my gosh, y'all, the tip fell off. Why is it? All right, we're gonna wind it up some more. What is this? Okay, this isn't going so well. What the? Is this from JH? Let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know why. See, this is smooth, and this is how the other one was. So I was wondering like why it was not wanting to go on. So I guess the tip was just really hard. I don't know. And so this is Willow. And so it is my skin color, because it's making my skin look like, it's making my lip look like it's blending into my skin. Like you can't really even see my lip line, because this is like the color of my lip line. So I look weird. I look like I don't have any shape to my lips, because this just like blended into. Blend it into my skin. Why is it looking like an arch right here, not over here? I don't know why I'm struggling with this. Excuse me for clearing my throat. I did have a follow-up with my PCP today, because I have to do a follow-up anyway, every 6 months, because of the pain med that I'm on. But he did re-prescribe the cough medicine, and he kept talking about coughing, and it's a clear throat thing for me. So I did ask him, I said, is clearing throat considered coughing? And he said yes. And when I thought about it, it makes sense, because when you're you're trying to get something out of your throat, and when you're coughing, you know, it's kind of the same thing, except you can clear your throat with your mouth closed. So we're going to put this on. So you see this color on me, and you can line and fill in and then put on gloss or something, or a lip oil on, but I didn't want to line because look at this shade. Oh, you know what? This is going to go great with Dark Matter, that eyeshadow that gives me anxiety. So my hope is that I won't have anxiety anymore after using this shade in this video. That's my hope, because it really does give me anxiety. And I've used, it's like, you know, your first experience with something, it stays with you. Well, for me, and that was my first experience with that palette. And I need to stop talking so I can get this on. So there is a code. My link is affiliated for City Beauty, and that'll get you to the website. And I will try to remember to do a link directly to the lip liners. They have multiple colors, and they have a discount code. So my link is affiliated if you don't mind using it, but make sure you use the code that they give, and I think it's 25% off and 25% off site wide. Sorry for poking your eye, and I got loud because I got excited. Because that's a good sale. I know my bottom lip is crooked. My lips aren't actually crooked. I know the lip line is looking very crooked. When I wear a dark lip, it accentuates how crooked my lips are. We're gonna leave this like this. I say as I put more in the center part. So we're gonna prime the eye. Y'all look at this lip. We're gonna prime the eye and do the intro. Excuse me. And I'm also gonna put on groundwork on top of the primer. Then we're going to get into the palette. But while we're doing that, I'm going to do the intro for those who may be new here, or if you're just like, what is she talking about? We do eyeshadow here. We do makeup and skincare, but I do tell about my business, and that was a little bit of business, how I'm feeling about that shadow. Excuse me. This is the Fenty primer, which is a tacky primer for me. So I don't even know why I wanted to find a paint pot that blends into my skin tone. I will say this though. When I use a paint pot, my eyeshadow is easier to remove. And not that it's ever like super challenging. Excuse me. I did just eat some Pirate's Booty. It's a puffed corn or corn puff type snack. Not as good as the corn puffs from Trader Joe's. These ones, they're crunchy, whereas the one from Trader Joe's are soft. But I wanted corn puffs, and I went there after my appointment at the VA hospital, and I got gas first of all, because it's less expensive over there than here where I live, close to where I live, even though it's the same store. And y'all probably are aware of that. Like, you can have like a shop right near you, prices are one way. You go to another town, prices are different. And so where I was, the prices are usually 3 to 5 cents cheaper than the BJ's that's 10 minutes away from me. So whenever I go to the VA hospital, I always get gas on the way home, because it's right down the street from the hospital on the same side of the road that I'm on to get home. And so I got gas, and the lines have been really long, like since the summer, because the price is lower. So people are shopping. I'm just doing the intro. I almost dropped my groundwork paint pot, which looks like this. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy trollation of YouTube because I come on here and I talk like I'm just, just sitting down chit-chatting with you. And I do hope that that's appealing to you on my channel, that I do just talk to you. And let me get to the intro. I call this the crazy troll nation because of that. I just come on and just start talking and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be doing the intro. The crazy part is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self. Try not to feel like you need to act in a way you normally don't. Just be who you are. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards, because you'll hear you must use this brand, this tool, you must do this, whatever technique they're doing. And I'm here to tell you, do whatever you want to with whatever brands you want to use, whatever tools you want to use, whatever techniques, because you set the standard for yourself. Do your makeup in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Listen, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. That's what we stand for here. I don't know about anywhere else, but yeah, so crazy troll nation, be yourself, wear what you want to wear, and rock it. That's it. That is it. 2 things to know about me. I curse because I do curse. And there's an organism in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches, and I do try to be aware of it to say, excuse me, and I'm laughing because I keep clearing my throat, which is not related to the organism that lives in there. So we're using Esom brushes. We're going to use 2 of these. This is number V27. That's the newer one. This is also a V27. This is the older one, and the older one has the silver ferrule, and it's not tapered like this one. And I like this for inner corner, and we're going to use one for outer corner. I don't think we're going to do a brow bone shade. I don't think. I have an itch. So we're going to take Heather, this shade right here. So keep in mind, this is what we're using. So you see this shade, right? This goes with everything up here and everything over here and everything down here. Because look at this shift. So I could put the green. I was going to do Heather to bring out this color. Oh, that green though. Ooh, look at that green. Y'all, that is so pretty. We're going to do Heather. We're just going to do what we started to do. After all that, right? I just get so excited using lethal shadows. The swatch party for my lethal BYOPs are fairly recent. Today is the 27th. You'll probably see. Will you see this tomorrow? You'll see this fairly recent. So I will put my live stream. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, yeah, I'll put my live stream playlist in the iCards, and that'll cause the video to come up underneath my description box, and then you can just look for Lethal Cosmetics Swatch Party 1, 2, or 3. This one is Swatch Party number 2 because we had like 7 of them. Now we're going to take Dark Matter, a narrow brush, not wide like this one. We're not going to do that again. I've learned. So we're going to take this, y'all. I did not tap off. You know what? This is so much easier, and I have so much more control with this smaller brush than the Hourglass brush, because that brush is wide, so it just took over. But usually I do use the Hourglass number 3 for like whatever shadow I'm putting on the center of my lid. That is pretty. Ooh. All right, I think my anxiety is gone, and taking my time. I could use the Hourglass number 3 for this shadow because I know now like what it's going to do, and my first time using it, I know it's going to do that. But when I feel like I need to clear my throat and I don't, it sounds like my voice gets a little bit deeper. So this is what we're working with, y'all. And so we are just making sure it's blended. Y'all, that is pretty. Do I want to put something like as a transition shade, which would be here, which this part is transition. I take my lid shades into my transition area because if I don't, you won't see the lid shade unless I look down or go like this. So when I look up, all you see is this strip of my lid. And I've been noticing lately, I think I've just started paying more attention. Most people's eyes are like that. Deep set eyes, or eyes where if it's not puffy, it's just a flat surface, and you can do so much with that. You can put shadow anywhere because you can make your own crease. Just like how I'm trying to, well, me taking my lid shades up higher, it gives the illusion that I have more lid space, but in reality I don't. So it's an illusion. But when you have a flat surface, or if you have a monolid, or what some people call Asian lids, you just have this you can just put anything anywhere because you create your own shape. And I do really like that eye shape too. So y'all, this is nice. So we're going to go back to the first brush, and I'm pulling this over to blend. I didn't want to keep overlapping with dark matter because I do want this color to shine too. I was like, what if we put the green on this side? Because this is pretty. This is a dual chrome because it's looking yellow to you, but to me it's looking like a lime green tint to it. Why did I just pick up heather on this brush? Yeah, no. So we're gonna take a clean one because I got distracted by how pretty these are. Because right now, looking where I am right now, it looks yellow. When I look over here, it looks like a lime green. And y'all, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. If you let me know your experience with lethal shadows. What drew me to lethal was they have these dark based dual chromes and multi-chromes. And that's why I have a lot of BYOBs, because I'm like, oh, the colors. And if you click on a color, it'll show you a swatch and it'll tell you what it's described as. And they are accurate with what their shifts are when in their shadow descriptions. And I love the dark based, black based multi-chromes and dual chromes because I like dark colors. And that's what keeps me with lethal. And sometimes I wonder, like, will I ever become saturated with my, I don't want to say collection, but with my lethal stash? And I'm going to say no, because if they come out with a certain palette or more, you know, different shifty dark base, black base, multi-chromes and dual chromes, I know I'm going to want it. And even though I have like Midnight Serenade, which to me is a softer version of Jolena, that was a grungy palette. And I got it, and I almost didn't get it. I didn't get it for a long time because I'm like, this is too light for me. But I do like the looks that I did with it though. And so it's just something to me about how their shadows work, and they all work well with each other, of course, because, you know, within the brand, they should work well with each other, right? But it's just something about it. I just really enjoy it. We're gonna take the brush with heather on it that we put. No, we're not gonna mix that one. You know what? Let's just do it. So we're tapping off. This is the one we picked up heather by mistake. You saw that shadow? So we're gonna just put some more on both sides. Yeah, it picked up a lot. So we're going to pull this over and just blend the two together. Y'all look. Y'all. I am so glad. I should start putting in my intro that I'll be making weird noises, like when I get excited and stuff. This is really, I am digging this. So, this is a brush with dark matter. Tonight is a live stream, and I'm hoping it doesn't act up like it did on Monday's live stream. Like toward the end, they said I was spinning, and I'm like, what do you mean? Because my side, everything looked fine. And then it started kicking everybody out. So I'm just like, wow. So it was a certain amount of people, then it was half that, and then it was 0. I was like, whoa. And so it didn't, when I stopped it ended up being a few minutes, maybe 3 or 4 minutes after it had ended the video, and I didn't know that. When I watched, that is pretty. When I watched the replay, I skipped to the end, and there was a point, I finished the sentence, and it just ended the live stream. And so that was a really good place, though, for it to do that. We're going to take part of me is saying take Nocturnal because it's brown, or do we just want to just go like black? Black. And any of these, excuse me, any of these would go, even this one with this shade that's on the lid. Y'all, that is, oh, do I want to take it further out and then do like an outer V type thing? We're going to do that. So this is the brush with dark matter. Y'all, I am just, yeah, my anxiety is gone. So it's one of those things like face your fears. And from a clinical standpoint, I don't aspire to that. Telling people, you know, face your fears or whatever. Because anxiety, panic attacks, you know, all that stuff is real. And so I've never done therapy where it's like face your fears head on. If you don't like this, this is what you do. Like, I've never done that, because if they have an attack or something, you know, I'm not going to be there to bring them out if they're like out in the community or home or something like that. But for eyeshadow purposes, face your fears. Face your fears. I'm just leaving a little bit open here because we are going to put that black shade over there. Oh, this is pretty. And look at, I am loving this. And I'm so excited because this look is so much better than that first look that I did. We're not going to do a brow bone shade, a transition type shade, but we are going to put a color under our brow, because one thing I like about this paint pot is that it is a color. It's not bold, it's not, you know, out there, and then it's like, is it there or is it not there? And even if I didn't have one Groundwork paint pot, the Fenty primer, eye primer, does say Invisi Pink, so it usually does look like I still have something up there when I don't. You see what I'm saying? And so, but I do just want to put a light stripe up there. And I think we're going to use this one for that. And that one is Idle, but I'll tell you again when we get to it. Y'all, this is so simple and so easy. And I don't do 2 shadow looks, but this could just be it. We're also going to put this on lower lash line. But even if we didn't put Heather in here, just put this all over the lid, and we're all going to use black eyeliner, this under here. And I do think this lip was a good choice. A dark purple would have been nice too. Anything dark would have been perfect, because I like dark lipstick. Okay, we're going to take this shade and go into Transmutation. Y'all, these shades, they like, put me where you want me, baby, and that's where I will be. Oh my gosh. And I'm like, okay. Oh man, this is what some eyeshadow palettes do for me. It stops my words. And sometimes when I'm doing live swatches, I'm just like, I can't even form the words. I just be like y'all see this, right? And it always like amazes me when it does that. And like that feeling, that's what I want all of you to have. Like when you plan your makeup, like I want you to be excited. I want you to be like, oh man, this is nice. Because I do enjoy planning makeup. And even, you know, trying new things. I do encourage quite often in my videos, you know, try something new. If you always use a matte in your eyeshadow look, which I know some people have to have a matte. They say they have to have a matte. Try doing an all shimmer look. If you do all shimmer looks and you don't often use mattes, try doing an all shimmer look. You know what I'm saying? Like just getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and trying something new. Because whether you'll like it or you'll be like, I like it, but next time if I do this, I would tweak it. I would do such and such. Or, you know, never again. Either way, you're going to learn something. And I do think with all the makeup that's out here, with all the makeup that we have, you know, let's try something new with it. And I will say this for me anyway. When I do a new technique or a new color placement or a new shape, it makes that palette new again. So even if I've had something for a long time, when I do something new, it makes it new again. So that's something, you know, to consider as well. And that helps me with not wanting sometimes to buy more and more stuff. We're going to take dark matter, because if you can make your older stuff new again, that might satisfy you. Because there are times when, let me know if this is true for you too, where you have enough makeup, you're content with what you have, but then part of you just wants to buy something. So then next thing you know, you get an email for a sale or something like that, and then you're buying stuff. and you still have stuff that you bought like 4 months ago that you never even used yet. Oh my God, that's pretty. And so when you have those urges, take something that you already have and just try something new with it. That is pretty. That's my recommendation, because it does help. I mean, do I still sometimes purchase whatever? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I made an impulse purchase last weekend, and I laughed at myself afterwards because I had already told somebody, yeah, I'm not getting that. They sent me an email. Next thing I know, I had a purchase order confirmation email, and I was like, damn, I had said I wasn't getting this. So it does happen. It does happen. Oh, freckles. My freckles are showing off today. So I'm going to bring this up here just to connect it to the black. It's not going to stay connected because my eyes tear. Ew, excuse me. If you heard that in my throat, I'm sorry. That sounded disgusting. It sounded like a frog. Like a baby frog in my throat. Yeah, that was one of them gurgle belch things. That wasn't a clear my throat thing. God, it's not going right here. Why? I don't know. Y'all, oh, we gotta do under our brow. Y'all, I am so we're gonna take this brush. This is Scott Barnes brush number 60. Their stuff is expensive. This shade is Idle. When they do have sales, I do post on my community tab. I do not have an affiliate link with them. I do not have a code with them, but their stuff is expensive, and I love the brushes that I have from that brand. And I do recommend them, but they're expensive. Let me show you something real quick. This brush right here, Scott Barnes number 67, this is $50, but you see how big it is, right? This makes it easy. Lightly dust your entire face. Boom, you're done. I love that brush. I bought a second one when they had a 30% off sale, because it can take up to 2 days for that to dry. Most of my brushes dry within a day, sometimes less than a day, like 12 hours or so. And so, but I wanted another one because it takes like 2 days to dry. And then they had a 40% off sale or something. I bought another one, so I have 3 of them. Yeah, I get his brushes on sale. And I have enough of his brushes now where I'm not like, okay, I need to get more. If I like a brush, I do get more than one. And that's why I have so many of the brushes that I have. If I only have one of a brush, that means it's oh, my eye hurts. You see that under the brush? Is that too bright? I'm going to take this brush, has nothing on it. Every now and then, not often, I get a pain in my eye. And it'll just like zing in, and then it's gone. And I was talking to the eye doctor about it, and they said it might just be dry eye. And I'm like, what? Because she did check my eye to see was, you know, there any tears or anything like that. And she said everything looked fine. She said it might just be dry eye. And sometimes you can get a tear, and because it's so small, you know, it'll heal itself. Excuse me. But I was just like, because it bothered me. I'm like, why in the world, y'all? And with this lip. All right, we're going to put on, excuse me. That was me thinking. We're going to put on, oof. I pulled out Midnight Snack by mistake. No. My live stream is in like 25 minutes. Black Mirror from MAC is a paint pot. The paint pots are designed to be shadow bases, which is what groundwork is. Their fluid lines are designed to be, I was wondering, sometimes I punk out a look by putting on like a bright yellow or a white eyeliner. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep this, y'all, this is beautiful. So I am just swiping and turning the brush. But you can use either one. Did I even finish my sentence? The paint pots are designed to be shadow bases. The fluid lines are designed to be eyeliners, but you can use either one for either one. I have used, well, you see this is a paint pot that I'm using for an eyeliner, and I have used fluid lines for shadow bases. These as a shadow base, the paint pot, they dry quick, and when they dry, they ain't moving. And that's why I like the brush that I use with it, because you saw how quick I was able to get it on and blend it out. And you saw I did one eye at a time, excuse me, and not Let me put it here and then put it here and then blend. No, no, work with it while you're there, honey. Because once it dries, it is not going to move. And it will be here. It will be here all day, all night until you take it off. And that's the last thing that comes off when I remove my makeup is my eyeliner and my lippy. Yeah, y'all, the lippies I use, the liquid liners I use, y'all, they ain't joking. And I am a liquid lipstick girl because they do stay. And I don't have to be concerned with, after I eat, how does my lipstick look? Or, excuse me, let me go to the ladies' room just so I can look at my lipstick, or sit there and pull out a compact and be fancy. But I don't have to worry about that as much. And not that I would worry before, but I was aware of it, like, I hope my lips ain't looking crazy. Because you know what? People won't tell you because they're used to people's lipstick looking different after they eat. So you'll go look later and be like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And people just talking to you like nothing ain't wrong. But I will ask people, how's my lipstick? And they be like, it looked like it did before you ate. And I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. So that's that. This one is straight. It's nice. This one has that curve right here. This eye got swagger. It'd be like, got that little lean to it. I'm tripping because I'm excited, y'all. My anxiety is going. Anxiety, what? Cils Boost Lancome Cils Booster XL mascara base, which is a mascara primer. Sometimes I can see it's there because it looks white, but then most times I don't. And it's always when I start really thinking, am I at the end of this tube? And then it'll start coming out white. I just started using this like a couple weeks ago, so I know this is in here. But you can see a little bit of the white. When I look up there where you are, I can see it. But when I look down here, there's like a blob now. It's like, you want to talk about me? Okay, I'll come out to play. But I do have a white, that might have been pretty. I do have a white eyeliner from Lethal. Oh my gosh. I don't know what color I thought I purchased. I don't know why I thought I purchased green. And looking at the package, and maybe I was thinking I purchased green because it's green, but the label usually are white. This is capacity. When I opened it and I took the wand out, I was like, oh, that's white. I was like, I put it on, y'all. It was nice. It was really nice. And so, but that's one of those special type occasion, certain type of look things I'm doing to use that one. But, I like to do different things. Y'all, I love this mascara. This is an Isom mascara. It came with the bundle. The bundle deal is amazing. With 2 of the Artistry palettes. Number 1, Balance, which is the all matte. And number 2, Intensity, which is the metallic one. And a mascara for $140. I had purchased one of each of those palettes for my kit, and it was $200. And then a couple weeks later, I saw the bundle for $140. I bought it for myself. And I'm glad I did. Number 1, because I do like Isom shadows. And I don't use my stuff, for when I do faces. Look at my lashes, y'all. Look at that, y'all. This is beautiful. And so then I saw a bundle deal for the mascara. 2 mascaras, and I think it was almost like a buy one get one free. And it came with mascara wands, disposable mascara wands, and I always keep those in my kit. So I'm like, I know those will get used. And so, but that's how much I like this. When I first tried it, I saw that bundle deal because I think they're 24 a piece, which is not a lot for a mascara. Well, depends on what you're used to buying. But that's what I heard my neighbor downstairs. And it was a good deal. And I do post when Isom has good deals on my community tab as well. And I do have a code from y'all. Listen, there's a whole lot of information down below, even for stores. Macy's, Selfridges, of course, Sephora, Ulta, and different brands. So if you don't mind, if you are a shopper, feel free to save and use my links. Yo, this mascara, look at that. And y'all know what one of the good things about this look is? The lip is already done. I do think the lip is a good choice for this eye look. I love how Heather is blending in. Like I like just the little bit of black that we put on the outer corner. But truthfully, and you've seen it, this would go with this because of that shift. And this green would go. If I wanted the look to be darker, I can even put this one. This one, I see fire orange. This is what I see in person. Look at that. And that one is Event Horizon. If you don't know, I'm a label whore. Hi, my name is Dion. I'm a label whore. And so everything in here goes with everything. But and now that I'm looking at it, this could be a look, this could be a look, that could be a look, this could be a look. You can do this, that could be a look. Even though this is super bright though, but for like this tear duct area, this can be a look. This shade, that one, and that one. This could be a look. This corner right here. If you want to have a matte, pop one of these 3. Yo, this is beautiful. I'm looking at this like I've never seen it before. If you like ethereal type light looks, here's your pocket. This little quad right there. Yo, this is a beautiful palette. I'll be saying that like I ain't put it together. But that'll be in this video, y'all. Let me know. Yo, I am in love with this look. Look at my lashes. Especially when I do like this, which I don't want to do because if it's not dry yet, it'll transfer up into the puff. But look at my lashes. Y'all. Anyway, stuff is popping up over here for you to watch. Comments always welcome. Remember, lots of information down below. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.